Hey everyone, welcome back to Gear Facts. Today I'm looking at the Korg ToneWorks AX100G. Not one of the better known effects units in the series, often confused with the AX1000G, which is completely different. But it's not without its charm. It's got some pretty solid distortion effects, some reasonably good modeling, and some excellent modulations, and of course, classically, some weird stuff as you would expect from any decent multi-effects unit. So let's get in and have a listen to the Korg AX100G. As you probably gathered from the patch name F back there, that one has a kind of a simulated feedback. Which is quite ghostly and pretty interesting. And as you can also see, the LED lights follow the position of your pedal, which I thought was a bit gimmicky at first, but it's actually pretty useful if you want to keep a static point on some of these more dynamic effects. Let's keep moving. And here's a good example of just such an effect. And while we're on this sound, if we pan slightly to the side here, you can see that there is very quick access to trying different amp models. And that puts us straight into edit mode, so we can start adjusting gain, treble, middle, bass, and overall level. And further editing can be done just by pressing these buttons down the side here. So if we go into modulation, we can get out of phaser just by turning the gain dial, which has now become a modulation control. So that's a pretty messy demonstration of the edit mode, but anyway, let's try a few more patches. Yeah, does that sound a bit weird to you? Well, it should, because this is a massively modulated delay, which is really fun to use. Very reliant on the expression pedal. Let's hear some more of that. I've stopped playing now, and I can kind of rub the sound backwards and forwards as it fades out. And that is a whole lot of fun. This is just a nice, bright, clean one. And a nice overdrive. Might have to learn to play guitar one of these days. This is another one that has a crazy delay, but it's just a really nice guitar effect on its own. Let's go into ambience and change that delay just to a nice reverb. And maybe a different amp. Do plenty of middle. Sorry, I'm a bit out of tune now. Here's an auto wah. And clean. A very nice filter on that one. And of course, ring modulator. Let's add a crazy delay to that. Yeah, this is one of those pedals that really has its business end and its pleasure end. Do we have any more patches? I'm not quite sure that's traditional jazz, but anyway. Tremolo's got a nice edge to it. And we're back to that beautiful feedback sound. Okay, so you can see it's hitting pretty hard there with a lot of those sounds. There's some good creative stuff and some respectable distortions. I don't really know why you don't see many of these AX100Gs around anymore. I guess it might have been the appearance. It does look a little bit toyish and maybe that turned buyers off a little bit. But the red LED display is very nice, double display in fact, and the controls are very simple. The editing layout is a pretty straightforward grid. It also has a looper, and I do really like this wall of LEDs here indicating where the expression pedal is. The back's pretty straightforward too. We've got our guitar input obviously on the left with a high and low switch there depending whether you've got active or passive pickups. Your auxiliary in for external sound sources, obviously power there, and a little loop holder there to stop your cable from breaking or the socket from breaking if somebody happens to kick your cable. Over here, I really like this. We have a trim pot here to set your master level. That's a really handy thing. It's nice to be able to do that very quickly sometimes without having to go through the menus on the actual operating system. And then of course we've got our output to the speaker. This main display is quite deeply recessed behind perspex too, and quite a lot of dust, as you can see, gets caught in there. I still love the red though, the visibility is excellent. And just to finish off, we'll pan across the main controls here, and I'll put up some links to other videos of similar things that might interest you. Thanks for watching Gear Facts. I hope you guys can take the time to comment on this video, because I'm always interested to have a chat about multi-effects pedals and anything else that I review on Gear Facts. So get those comments in, and while you're at it, like or subscribe to Gear Facts. I look forward to seeing you next time. There's heaps more coming. Thanks again for watching.